Men and women can't fix it. They can't fix each other. They can't even fix themselves. Psychology hasn't fixed it. Addictions can't kill it. Religion does not fulfill it. Then what? Only God can heal it. But be wise, religiosity kills it. This morning I couldn't help but think of that young man that hung himself, and I thought about the church people that he'd seen, and I thought about the church people that I saw when I was a young woman. And they didn't seem to have the answers because they were too busy tearing down their pastors and too busy tearing down each other and gossiping and talking and putting down. And when I looked to them for answers and to find God, they didn't give me the answers. They didn't tell me what I was looking for. I still didn't get it. I really still couldn't find it. I just thought that didn't work either. And I'm so concerned that the young people in our land are hurting and they are broken. And suicide is the number 2 killer of young people, that we have got to present to them something more than religion. They can't just see us going through the motions. They can't just see us going through something. They've got to see real love, real God love. If we don't offer it to them, we're going to have to stand before Jesus and give an account for what we said and what we did and why they couldn't find the answer in the church and in Him. It's not that the answer isn't in Him, but we represent Him as the church, and if they don't see it, they think they've tasted it and it's not there. I call this the vicious good girl, bad girl syndrome. You know what I'm talking about. You try so hard to be good. This is what religion does, right? We try so hard to be good. Now, when we were at our lowest point, we came to Jesus. We came to God. That's what I did. But once we get in the church, we start learning the lingo and the attitudes and the actions. And before you know it, you'd never know we were the chiefest of sinners, right? Because we act like we have it all together. And we forget to give Him the glory that He's the one that changed us. And now we start looking like we're all so good and so prim and proper. But you know what I'm talking about. You try to be good. Let's say you're going to lose some weight. Anybody ever tried to lose some weight? All right. You decide, I'm going to lose weight. I got to lose weight. I'm going to do it this time. This time I got it going. So what do? You eat the piece of chocolate cake and you fail to achieve it, right? Then you feel guilty, right? And then you give up and say, I might as well eat the whole chocolate cake because I already ate a piece. I might as well have the whole thing. So what do to feel better? You just eat more cake. Because pain seeks pleasure. When people are hurting, they want to go find a fix, whether it's chocolate, it's shopping, it's crack, whatever it is. They want a fix to help themselves feel better again. Then you just feel guiltier, right? You feel guilty again. So what do? You get finally down so low, the bottom of the pit, that you recommit to doing better. And you say, I'm going to go on a diet again. And this time I'm going to do better, God. This time I'm going to make it. This time I'm going to give up that habit. This time I'm quitting smoking. This time I'm quit bad-mouthing my husband. This time I'm going to quit gossiping. But what do? We just try to do it again in our strength. And that's all we have when we're seeking it through religion, through our own works, our own strength, our own power. But there's something called grace. It's God's power at work in you. Faith gives us a picture of what God's given us, and grace gives us the power. We've got to have a picture. The Word of God is the right picture, by the way. We can't say, oh, by grace, I can do anything I want to do. There's people saying that, but that's not true. It's by grace I have the power not to do what I'm not supposed to do, right? I have power over sin, not power to sin. Anyway, we need grace. But the failure of religion is that it recognizes the problems and tries to achieve the answer instead of receive the answer. See, I can't do it in my own strength. And that's what religion's always trying to get us to do. Perform. I was a performance addict already before I came to Christ. Then I got born again, and I was like, okay, now I'll perform in the church. I'll perform. I'll do more, God. I'll do more, God. And then when you fail, you just want to give up, right? That's why we've lost a lot of the people in the church, and they've turned away from God because they thought they had to clean themselves up and had to perform something, and we certainly helped them to feel that way, didn't we? You know, because we had our highbrow.